Let's do some problem on logic gates in electronic devices. First question is the logic gate equivalent to the given logic circuit is. In the given logic circuit, there are the two inputs A and B, and these two inputs are given to the NOT gate. NOT gate output is the complement of the input, that is, it will be A bar and B bar. And these two outputs of the NOT gates are given at the input of the NAND gate. This is the NAND gate. And the output of the NAND gate is Y. Therefore, we can write Y equal to input are A bar, that is A complement, and B complement. It is the output of a AND gate, and NAND gate is a combination of AND gate plus NOT gate. So we take the complement of this AND. So it is the output of a NAND gate. It is equal to, using the De Morgan's theorem. De Morgan's theorem states that A or B equal to complement of A and complement of B. Similarly, A and B complement equal to complement of A or complement of B. Here dot is used for and plus is used for or. Complement means if input is A, then complement is A bar. That means input is A, then complement of A is 1, and if A is 1, then complement of A is 0. So using the De Morgan's theorem, we can write A double complement or B double complement. That means in De Morgan's theorem, plus sign is replaced by dot and dot is replaced by plus. This is equal to complement of complement is the input itself. So we can write it is simply A or B. So we can say this logic circuit is a OR gate. This is a question number 1A. Now we take the next part. If A, B, C, D are the inputs to a gate and X is the output, here these A, B, C, D, these four inputs are given to a OR gate and output is X. Logically, if we draw the circuit, it is like this. This is an OR gate. It has one output, that is X, and four inputs A, B, C, D. And X can be represented as A or B or C or D because plus refers the OR gate. Here X will be, that means output is 1 if any of input is 1, that is high, and it will be 0 if all of inputs are 0, that is low. Here we can see using the given inputs that output will be 0 when all four has the input at the start, and afterwards at least one input is high, so we will have a OR gate. So give represented gate is the OR gate. Part C, the output of OR gate is connected to both the inputs of a NAND gate. The combination will serve as a NAND gate has two input and these are connected. If it is A, then this gate act as a NOT gate. That means we will get at output as A bar, A complement. Therefore, as per question, if the output of a OR gate, this is the OR gate, two inputs are A and B, so at output we get A or B. And this output is given to the both inputs to a NAND gate. This is the NAND gate. That means this is a NOT gate. And this gate is OR gate. It means the output will be the output of a NOR gate, because OR gate plus a NOR gate, this combination will act as a NOR gate. Therefore, this output of OR gate connected to the both input of NAND gate will serve as a NOR gate. Here we have to remember that if both the inputs of a NAND gate are connected, then this act as a NOT gate. Part D, the logic gate equivalent to the given logic circuit is. Here we are seeing that this is a NAND gate and whose input, this is a NAND gate. And on these NAND gates, both inputs are connected. That means overall these gate act as a NOT gate. Hence, if input is A, then output of this NAND gate will be complement of A. And similarly, for B, the output will be B complement. And these two inputs are given to a NAND gate. So X can be written as A complement, this is the one of the input. NAND gate is A, this is the NAND gate, and it is a combination of a AND and NOT gate. Therefore, one of the input is A complement, another input is B complement, and we take the AND of this. After that, it is having the NOT gate. So for NOT gate, we have to take the complement. A NAND gate may be represented as a AND gate. This is the AND gate, and it is further having a NOT gate. AND gate and NOT gate. In this sequence, we will have the NAND gate. Therefore, using the De Morgan's theorem, which we have earlier explained, it can be written as double complement of A, and this sign will be changed with plus, and this is the B double complement. And double complement of the variable will give variable itself, so it is A or B. So given logic circuit will be a OR gate. Next part, in the given circuit, A and B represents two inputs and C represents the output. The gate represented by the circuit is. Here A is the input and this is a diode. Diode have the unidirectional property, that means in forward bias, if it is a forward bias, that means this is P, this is N, this is P-type semiconductor, this is N-type semiconductor, and if P-type semiconductor is at higher voltage than the N-type, then it is a forward bias diode. And if P-type is at negative voltage than the N-type, then it is a reverse bias. In forward bias, it gives approximately 0 ohm resistance, and in reverse bias, it gives approximately infinite resistance. That means in forward bias diode conduct, in reverse bias diode does not conduct. Now we check the given circuit. Here two are AB are the two inputs. These inputs are given to the diode P-type semiconductor, and at the N-type are connected with the output with the resistance. This is one of the resistance. Resistance is grounded. This is a 0 volt. So this, if there is no current, then this 0 volt will extend to this point, say D, and if it conduct, then this D will be a higher voltage. Now we check the A and B and then C. If we give low inputs, that means these two are at 0 volt. At 0 volt, and this 0 volt is also extended to D, that means this diode will be a reverse bias diode. It will not conduct. Hence, at C, we will get the 0 volt because there is no current in the circuit. If no current in the circuit, then this D junction will be also at the 0 volt. But if one A is suppose high and B is 0. One high means if 5 volt voltage is given to the terminal A and B is grounded, in that case this diode will conduct. This diode D1 will conduct, and suppose this is the diode 2. This diode D will conduct. If it conduct, it is like a short circuit because it has a 0 ohm resistance. It will short circuit. So if it is 5 volt, then this drop across this D1 is 0 volt. That means this terminal D will be at a 5 volt. And a current will flow in the resistance R, and C will be at the 5 volt. That means C is at high. Similarly, if A is low voltage, B is high, again C will be high. If both our inputs are high, then again C will be high. This is the truth table we know of the OR gate. OR gate says output will be high if any of the input will be high. And if all inputs are 0, then output will be 0. Therefore, the given circuit is a OR gate.